As we prepare our hearts to commemorate the feast of the Assumption of the body of the Holy Mother of God, let us take some time to think about the Virgin Mary, the Theotokos, the mother of us all, the pride of our race, the pure, filled with grace, ever-Virgin Queen. What can we learn from her love for God and her submission to His will? How did her choices and the way that she lived her earthly life affect ours? How does she continue to impact the world through her intercession? The Church elevates her over the rank of the archangels and honors her with great love. It is difficult to give an account of the prominent place of St. Mary in the Coptic Church. Every daily hymn, liturgy, canonical hour of Agpeya invokes the Holy Virgin. She is commemorated in monthly and yearly feasts. We have gathered quotes from the Church Fathers about the Theotokos. Many of those fathers lived in an age closer to her earthly life than the current era. Their teaching laid the foundation for the understanding of Mary's role in Christian theology. We plan to share sayings and patristic writings related to the place and faith of St. Mary in the Orthodox Church. As we present each quote, may we all be inspired to be as genuine, humble, and obedient as she has been. The Thursday Theotokos date, she gave all the form of humanity with perfection to the Lord, the Creator, the Word of the Father. He was incarnated of her without change. She gave birth to him as a human, and he was called Emmanuel. At the Annunciation, St. Mary used her own free will to submit to God's plan, and as a result, through her God fulfilled His divine plan of unity with us, giving Himself to be one with us. According to the words of St. Augustine, the holy womb of St. Mary became the bridal chamber of an exalted marriage between the Word and the flesh. There, He united the Church, His body, to Himself, and thus the Church achieved her mystical existence to the full. Now we can understand the words spoken by St. Ephraim the Syrian, saying, Mary was the Mother Earth that brought forth the Church. Moreover, as a result of this hypostatic union between the Word's divinity and humanity, St. Mary received another kind of spiritual unity between God and herself, a union of the redeemed with the Redeemer, which all the Church is called to receive. St. Mary received this grace of unity with God as a representative, in a way, of the universal Church, and as the first member of the Church. She is the ideal and superior member, and for this reason, she receives the highest grace. Many of the hymns recited daily during the Marian month of Kiyak consist of selected verses from the Book of Psalms, which praise the Church as being the holy place of the incarnate God. It is not without meaning that the Church is praised during the entire Marian month, for what St. Mary received was on behalf of the whole Church. St. Ephraim the Syrian attributes to the Church what is St. Mary owned, saying, Blessed are you, O Church, for of you Isaiah in his prophetic song of joy says, Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, O hidden mystery of the Church. The Alexandrian Pope St. Cyril links St. Mary with the Church, saying, Let us praise with songs of joy Mary the ever-Virgin, who herself is clearly the Holy Church, together with the Son and most chaste spouse. To God be praise forever. In fact, the whole of St. Mary's life can be seen as a beautiful icon of the universal Church. According to St. Irenaeus, at the Annunciation, St. Mary's joy and hymn singing were prophetic actions which she practiced in the name of the Church. St. Jacob offers the same idea using different words, saying, The wise virgin was the mouth of the Church as she heard the explanation for the creation of the whole world. St. Mary's visitation to Elizabeth is a symbol of the Church missionaries throughout the whole world. For the Church, like St. Mary, the daughter of Zion, a poor virgin, a handmaid of the Lord, full of grace and spiritually bearing the Word of God, must be consumed with the desire to communicate to her relatives the human race proclaiming God's salvation. These quotes demonstrate the early church fathers' reverence for the Virgin Mary and their recognition for her unique role in the incarnation of Jesus Christ. As the Theotokos, she is the Mother of God. Saint Mary opens us the unspeakable abyss of God's love for us. Through her, the old enmity against the Creator is destroyed. Through her, our reconciliation with Him is strengthened. Peace and grace are given to us, and we who were in dishonor are made the children of God. From her, we have plucked the fruit of life. From her, we have received the seed of immortality. She is the channel of all our goods. In her, God was man, and man was God. What more is marvelous and more blessed? My fellow Christians, Saint Mary holds a profound and highly revered and exalted position in our hearts. Let us honor her. Let us be delight in her purity of soul and body, for she, next to God, surpasses all impurity. Let us therefore show our love for her by being compassionate, kind, merciful, loving, obedient, and humble as she has been.